Michelle. I see you coming aboard, Michelle. How are you? Hey, lady. Michelle, can you hear me? All right, connect that audio, lady, so you can hear me. Hello? Greetings, everybody. Hey, lady, how's it going?
Hey Terry, how you doing today?
I can't complain, exhausted.
I know that's right. I did upload the LinkedIn challenge into the Basecamp platform there.
Oh, you did? Did you load up?
I,
Oh, yeah, I see it. Docs and files. Let's
I,
look
I
at it.
loaded it in the files, and I know it's going to be a short week, so if you just want to let people, let me see if I. Do
I
you
see
want me
it.
to
I
put?
can see it. I can hold it. We'll show it on the screen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it should be ready to go, and we can share that on LinkedIn. I don't have our LinkedIn login, so you would have to share it as of right now, but.
Yeah, that would be Tony. He'll do it.
Okay, so I'll touch base with Tony, make sure it looks good, and then we'll go from there. So are you cooking for Thanksgiving?
No, I'm the oldest, so I don't have to do that no more. I used to do it. I did it for 25 years, and I'm gonna let them.
Oh,
I'll make you the co-host in case somebody needs to be let in. Let me share the screen so we can look at it. All right.
okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so
Let
it
me
looks good. Join our group, she can advise. I like it. Then we're gonna probably add what we talked about before, tell someone to oh there it is, publish. You put it in there, it's there. So I think it looks good. Just publish that. That'll be good. The NABJ member related action item. So we'll go back to call it instead of action item, we'll call it what it is, the LinkedIn challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could put LinkedIn challenge there. Hey Michelle.
Hey there.
So we could put
Yeah.
LinkedIn challenge there.
Okay. And then so what should be, and then we'll just will we leave the number one as the LinkedIn like post challenge there?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Okay. That's fine by
Hold on
me.
a minute. Let me I'm trying to get all my pages in order here. There's somebody trying to get in. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is let's just go through this and look at it right quick. Ms. Lewis is in the house. Hey,
Hey everyone.
So this is what we're going to send out to the members. So we're going to change action item to LinkedIn challenge.
Okay, I'm in my all right, so NABJ media related
Member
LinkedIn challenge.
challenge, yeah, presents the LinkedIn challenge.
Do you want LinkedIn in quotation marks or no?
No, it's a brand, so you're going to have to capitalize the N part, the I and N. So everybody, y'all participate in this. If you see something, throw it out there. So that then this here says NABJ remember later presents the LinkedIn challenge. So number one's good. Number two is like, support, love, or like someone's post. Another member's post. So you said someone's, I would say another member's. What do you guys think?
Let me see how much room I have.
Or you could say a member's post and not another.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Okay, post, share, blog post, achievement photos. So let's do post, share, and tag.
Do you want to comment?
Yeah, anybody can come in, but post, share, and tag, and then do a recommendation, endorse a colleague's skills and work. And
just a moment. I thought I heard on number 3 someone said comment.
I think we don't have comment. See who said comment? You, Michelle?
No, we
Yeah.
have repost with comments. So I just want to avoid using comment too many times, and there's limited space here.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
It's good. Post,
Okay.
share, and tag. Do a recommendation. Endorse recommendation is good. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me move something.
Wait a minute. I think I spelled endorse wrong. My bad, y'all. I spelled it with a C instead of an S.
No problem. Look, we all got it. We all, if you're lucky like me, I have editors. I send stuff to them. I know they're going to edit it anyway. So my lady just sent me back and said, you put 2 S's in here. Well, take it out. All right. Do a recommendation. Endorse a
Make a
college
make a recommendation.
Okay, make a recommendation.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
Type
I'm
these,
editing, so
and
I'm
as
just
y'all suggest these, type them in the chat too, so we'll have them.
And what I'm gonna do is this is just a small aesthetic thing. I'm only gonna capitalize the first word in each of these.
Sounds like a plan.
So instead of because some of it that's not consistent. So I'm only going to I'm only going to capitalize the first word in some of these challenge dictates. Okay, cool.
Okay, so the next one is repost with comments. Let us know what you have to say about a post. Anybody got any suggestions on that one? Y'all still see that, right? I made some changes to the page. I want to make sure y'all see it.
Maybe,
and I'm gonna
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, maybe like somewhere we can put engage somewhere, whether it's number 3 or number 5. I think engage kind of helps.
Okay, can we go like a number? What about number 2? Like slash engage. Like slash engage.
Okay, like
and / engage.
/ engage. Okay. All right.
Cool. So let's go back to number 6, publish, and then write an article on a subject you're passionate about. Okay, moving on to number 7, join our groups. Be sure you're part of the Media Related Taskforce group. Okay.
Should we leave in the exclamation point or make that a period? It kind of might sound like some folks might think we're yelling. What y'all think?
I'm excited about it. But it's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay, I'm excited
I like
too.
the
I stay
exclamation point.
excited.
Okay, Ms. Lewis likes the exclamation point. I like
I think
that.
it's welcoming in this sense.
All right. All right, cool. Thank you. I know I'll be excited all the time, so I'll just make sure everybody feels the same way.
Yeah.
Excited about life.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Critique and advise. Encourage one another through thoughtful feedback. So is that clear to everybody?
Okay, wait a minute. that's a bit that's a bit broad. We could be talking about anything.
Okay, I know. So what do you want to say? I mean, bring your minds on this phone, on this call of me.
I
What did you have in mind when you were
I mean,
putting there?
I mean,
You know,
what's it even, why is it even necessary? I mean,
I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay, that's a good
it's
point.
repost with comments, make a recommendation. That's all, this might be a situation where less is actually more.
Yeah, I think
You
8
know,
should probably be taken out.
No,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
we have some other things we can put in 8, but it's good.
I mean, and 7, I mean, when you're points like this, it seems like it's like the top 3 things, the top 5 things, the top 7 things, it makes it a more in bite-sized chunks. So I wouldn't, if you kind of do like a rifle shot, right? Of here, do these top things,
Okay,
then you get those things done by saying just do all, just do a whole bunch of stuff. Do a few things and be really diligent about those few things. I would take out number 8.
What?
Okay.
Sorry if it's loud here.
No, you're
What
good.
about for number 5 with repost with comments? Like if you maybe put something there that says, instead of let us know what you have to say about a post, maybe that can be, and that's where you can put the encourage one another, provide
Encouraging.
feedback.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can
cool.
put it in
There
that
you go.
area.
That's good. I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, good idea.
okay.
All right,
right,
Miss
just a
Lewis, I'm
second.
waiting for you to put that in the chat. Thank you very much. So we can
Ms.
measure
Jones.
it.
All right, so for what it's worth, do we want, Lord have mercy, do we want number 8 to be to be another tidbit or to thank people?
Well, I
for
think it should be
particular-
I think it should be a
Should be-
close. It should be
What
a
about have
close.
fun?
Yeah,
something
celebrate
like
and
that?
have fun. Celebrate each other and have fun. So that could be in the right side, but just say celebrate. Yeah, it'd be a close. And to respond to Michelle's thoughtful comment, it's not a list of 8 things to do. It's a list of 8 things that you can do at least 3 of them. And so this is based on the survey that we took from everybody.
Okay.
The survey said, well, one of the questions in the survey was, how would you engage each other on social media to promote self? And so that was why it was there.
Got it. Got you.
Okay, so
Is it intentional that point number 1 is the LinkedIn like post challenge, and then at the very bottom it also repeats and says LinkedIn like post challenge?
that was intentional, but it can always be looked at, and we could put something else there. We could put I know what we could put there. We could put
What?
our LinkedIn, Facebook. We could put out our links there. LinkedIn page, Facebook page, and NABJ website.
Okay, I will work on that.
Okay, cool. Tony's gonna put that in the chat for me because my hands are frozen.
All right, so I will work on this and get it uploaded by tomorrow.
Well, just send it to me and I'll post it out, and then I'll give you the strategy to upload. Tony will put it in the 2 places that we have on LinkedIn as well, and then all of us are going to post it ourselves on our own feed.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
that's
get our
fine.
own audience. Let me see if this comes in. Did this comes in? Can y'all see that now? Do y'all see those in media? Just let me know.
Yes.
Okay, cool. This is an example of that working. I didn't know Michelle's going to be on the call, but
I can jump off.
oh, anyway, Michelle posted her TED Talk. Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
congratulations.
I posted it on my page. I will be praising the room as my sister friend Michelle steps up to showcase her amazing belonging and inclusive talk. And then when I posted it, it asked me, did I want to post in any of my groups? So it was posted in the Media Collaborative, those in media, and about 4 or 5 other groups. Okay, so that's basically how that works. Let me see if I have any more. But anyway, that here's the one I posted on my own page, and that led to a bunch of comments.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can see somebody belongs to Alpha. That was that. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going through my activity. So this one right here really led to Michelle. You've been busy. Okay, yeah, this one, this one really led to a bunch of commentary and a bunch of stats. But peacock proud of my ally and authentic DEI warrior, Michelle Pettis, who constantly showcases the power of diverse voices without the superficiality of checklisting. I had started a campaign defining that checklisting is what we're suffering from now when it comes to diversity. Everybody's just checking list. And diversity is a presence and preference versus checklisting. Love those pink kicks. It was during Black Breast Cancer Month. So I was trying to showcase that Michelle was covering a lot of things, although she was talking about her book, Leaving Large, and food addiction. But she covered being Black, being female, being in PR, being a journalist. And then there's the breast cancer hit. And then I turned around and tagged all the people who had a relationship with every story. Like Jermaine is a healthcare professional, and she's also a personal friend of Michelle's, ours. We're personal friends. And Jermaine ended up reposting hers because she said, "Look at my friend," and I've got her new book. I got an autographed copy of her new book. That's what Jermaine posted. And so Lori Lynn is the health and wellness ERG for FedEx. Teresa Coleman has a health. So all of these things kind of related to what she was talking about. So I knew exactly who could do this, but almost everybody here, 90% of these people are members of NABJ or beepers. So, and then we got to do that. So you let's look at the analytics. So company size, and companies larger than 10,000, as most of the people watch it. That means that Michelle's going to sell 10,137 books.
From your lips to God's ears.
And then it breaks down the company, and there's more analytics you can get, but it did say that it was 1,164 impressions, and that happened within 24 hours. And so that shows how we are trying to get into this place where we are trying to promote our member group. So I was glad that it's lucky Michelle's on the call, and you're in Dallas too, aren't you, Michelle, today?
I am.
Okay.
I'll be here Saturday. And so Terry, as you're going through that, there's something else to kind of take a deeper dive into that I actually discovered as I was doing my TED Talk. Is that so many people make comments because they know you or they know somebody else, and there aren't even people that I know, but my message or something resonates, whether my message or somebody else, is that that opens the door to send a DM, to send a DM that's specific to whatever their scenario is, and make a personal appeal, or not even an appeal, but just a contact. And I did that. With a lot of influencers and people that are in this healthy eating space with my TED Talk, and I got such tremendous response from folk that I didn't even know until I reached out to them and told them about the TED Talk, and they said, "Here, I'll share it and I'll send it out." And so that's a strategy that can be used really strategically to increase engagement.
I'm glad you said all that, because that was the point of us reconnecting our media related members and doing just what you just said. And one of the things is because we have the Media Institute coming up, which all of you got the emails on, and that's why you're on the call. We got the Media Institute coming up. We get a chance to create the proper promotion that we need in order to get the registration up and the buzz up. I'm just showcasing Michelle's page because it's always lively. And so I like the new picture there, Michelle, and I like the way you're showing off those pants you used to wear. Like, wow.
Yeah, picture's worth 1,000 words, right?
All right. So it's a great page there too. Michelle's background is public relations and public radio. All right. So I'm gonna kill this. Well, no, I'm gonna go over to the base camp and go back here. So we're going to put websites here. That's good. So I think we got what we're covered here. Now, most of you are members of Basecamp, so you see all the things that need to be done there, and they are in there. And let me go over here again. And go back and see what you can see that's in there. Message boards, to-do lists, docs and files so you can edit them. Campfires are just a common conversation that you want to do. Like if I had had it in time, Michelle's TED Talk would have been in the campfire. And the overdue assignments and things that people have to do is in this section here. And it does show the activity, and we have a giving support coming up pretty soon. I want Roshana to talk about, and you can see all the activity through us. Now the reason that we chose Basecamp, because you don't have to go into this application that you see. It can be and will be an email. Let me see if I have one, because I think Jamaica did one where she just said she completed something. Right. So it can be an email, and you don't have to go into the app to see it. And that's the purpose of choosing it, because it stays within your email and you can reply from your email. But if you wanted to go in and see what's going on, you could do it that way. And so
And you can manage your notifications too. I know, some folks, if you're getting a lot of notifications and it's too much, you can modify that.
yeah, it kind of reduces the stress, Miss Lewis. You see my 72,000 emails over there, right? So,
I
you
would
see how many
be,
categories
have
I
so
got.
much
Look.
anxiety.
Look at all those categories. I'd say, okay, I move stuff over there and look at it when you call me. So it makes it easy. So we're going back over here, and I want to pull this up, but I'm going to ask Rosanna to lead the rest of the call because her time is limited. She's got a family
Yeah.
thing to do.
I'm the time I have my assigned duty today to watch the books for a basketball game, my kids' basketball game, and today is my assigned day. So I'm literally going to be ducking out of here like in the next 6 minutes because the game starts right at 5. And so I'm excited to talk about the Giving. Two things. I'm hoping we can just touch base on the Giving Tuesday campaign. We got, hopefully you guys all saw the email from National. There is a Giving Tuesday. Well, no, everybody wouldn't have seen that. I think would have just went to the
Taskforce.
co-chair.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
co-chairs.
Taskforce co-chair. So there is going to be an official Giving Tuesday campaign against all of the task forces, and whoever raises the most money on Giving Tuesday will receive $1,000 from the national board to also go into their coffers. So this is only for donations that come on Giving Tuesday. I know that we have decided that we're going to really try to, leverage the whole giving season throughout the end of the year, but hopefully we can do a big push for Giving Tuesday. Now, National has put a lot of parameters on it. They created they've created the graphics that we need to use, which you see. I've gone in there and customized them. I know that KL, we were all hoping to have a direct link. I thought we were getting a direct link to the media related task force donation page, but instead it is a direct link to the donation bucket. So that is there. It's and here's the step-by-step guide on how you do it. They've given us some language, but we're not prohibited from doing our own language. We just need to make sure we run the ones that they have too, and then we can run our own. So the first one can really run tomorrow. I don't know if I have access to any of the other pages, Terry. I know I have access to the Facebook page and the LinkedIn page. I'm not sure if the Twitter is still up and if someone has access and we want to leverage that too. But even beyond that, the thing to remember is that donations are not limited to NABJ members. Donations can come from anyone. They can come from partners. They can come from anywhere. But they just need to be made through this donation portal and on Giving Tuesday to be part of the competition. We will of course welcome donations that come before, after, or whenever. Right. But that is that competition that will take place on Giving Tuesday. Right. Any questions about that specifically?
Any comments, guys? I'm going through the Basecamp because you'll see all the different campaigns we thought are coming up, Giving Tuesday, and then Tony talked about Giving Season, so that we don't have to worry about it being only just Tuesday. We don't have to worry about too many of the Donate Now buttons because they're static based on NABJ structure. but it doesn't stop us from doing what we wanted. What we talked about doing is sending out a campaign or e-blast that says, we'd like for you to donate a dollar amount to the suite and for convention in Chicago, or donate for our reception, because donations are 100% ours, and donations are 100% ours. So it becomes a good thing. So we still have to come up with those type of things that we're going to send out there. Tony, what was your giving season explanation again? Can you share that?
The rationale behind it is it's something that I did with another when I worked with another nonprofit. The thing is that with the giving season, this is a thing. Pretty much all of the nonprofits are doing this, and what happens is the smaller nonprofits or smaller groups or less known groups, the air gets taken out from them because people give to the Red Cross or Salvation Army. They give these really big ones because they got the money and the power, and they have people behind the efforts who are definitely keeping the buzz out there all the time. So it kind of blocks out a lot of the smaller groups. Mm-hmm. So this allows people, number one, to receive the message and give when they can, and instead of just trying to give, okay, I want to give to NABJ today. I want to give NABJ, and I want to give this one and that one. If people's funds are limited, so if we can just kind of give them an opportunity to, the season would start on Giving Tuesday, go to December 31st. You emphasize the tax benefits of the donation, and it gives people an opportunity not only to give, but some people can find it within their budget to give more than once.
So it's just not Tuesday, and then they can also repeat a recurring give. Right. Rashonda, while we have you, I just want to say what's our strategy here? What do you know about this? And I reached out to Faye to ask, but we were talking about doing our donations and asking people to donate to the suite, donate to the reception, donate to the Media Institute. Can we offer swag or something like a mouse pad or?
Yeah, so I was told we can't offer.
The A&E is giving out T-shirts, and I
was told that we can't. Well, if we're gonna dole it out, like we get it donated, then I guess we can do it. But I think from the framework, like, hey, we'd like to use the money that we have in our coffers to buy items to give away. We just have to limit that.
Okay, all. No problem. Because I think incentive is always good when we ask people to donate to the Media Institute, the suite, the reception, some of the things we have. And we're talking about donations now. That doesn't stop us from pursuing sponsorships, everybody. That's the key point.
Yeah. And so the thing is, we just need to, when they do the donor portal, I need to look at it because I don't have it right in front of me because I'm on my phone. We want to make sure, and they spell it out there, that they are making this donation not to the conference, but there's two different buckets, not to the conference bucket, it's the other one. And I'm so sorry, guys, but I do have to jump. But if you do send stuff post anything at Basecamp, or if you email me, I'm Rashonda at Rashonda Hall. Very easy to find on all social media channels. I'm Rashonda Hall. I watch my DMs and stuff. If you have any questions or anything, I'm super happy to take phone calls later. This game will be about an hour or so, but I gotta jump.
Yeah. She had to run. One minute from you, Rashonda. Rashonda asked a great question this morning. How have we identified potential sponsors? Anybody got a wish list? I'm going after Vocus, I'm sorry, Focus is mine. Vocus, Lexus, and I've got some favorable feedback from Mark Rack. Anybody want to throw anything out there? And what about you, Rashonda, before you go?
So I also reached out to Agora Pulse. I
I reached out to, I have my AE from Cision reached out to me, so I reached right back out to them. I know you're talking to Cision too,
Right.
but I thought it was good timing because he's trying to push me to renew early. I'm like, you trying to push me to renew early? I got something to do. So hopefully he will give me a contact as well. And there was another one. Oh Lord, paychecks. Paychecks was one that I sort of thought about because I think a lot of us maybe are using or are not using a payroll provider. And it's something to consider, even if you're a solo entrepreneur. There's a lot of benefits to using a payroll service. So I think that this is a natural audience of small business owners. And even though there's a lot of people that are also in-house, we do have a good number of small business owners that it could be appealing to,
All right,
and
great.
small boutique firms. So Paychecks is one that I reached out to as well.
Oh, cool. I'll put that in there. And yeah, I got a list for Tony to chase after. One thing, Shonda, I noticed that in the Region 3 prospectus, there was a pitch letter attached to it as well. Are we going to develop one for that so we can talk about, things that are not in the prospectus, which is highlighting the value of being in Dallas, Texas, the connectivity of the gallery and the boards and all the other things that's not in the prospectus, but was written into Eva's letter. So I was going to take that.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, obviously, like I have, I think each of us who have been doing some outreach have language that is, that would be helpful. If we have thoughts on other language that you.
Okay. Well, if you get a chance,
I can do that. I can
if
share.
you get a chance, you can create a Basecamp post, and then we'll just all edit into that and add all our stuff in there so we can come up with a great pitch that we can sell to our network. Because I did talk to Hi Hello, and I wanted to sell them the online presence as a business card network. What we're talking about, Michelle, is instead of having a business card, you just scan it on your phone. And there's so many electronic e-cards that we want them to try to sponsor this event, plus give us all e-card applications. And then with the things that Roshanda's talking about, Muckrack and Meltwater and all these are measurement companies where you measure your media. Like I could go and do right now. I did one on your book after you left the library last month, and it showed that for Arlington and North Central Texas, your book was number 2 in media. So measurement is important, but that's expensive. So we're asking companies to not only come in and sponsor our Media Institute, but also give us 90 days. I'm gonna ask for 6 months so I can get 90 days. Give us a membership for 90 days. But I'm telling everybody ask for 6 months because they're not going to give us no more than 90 days anyway. But let's ask for 6 months. I started out asking a year, and they go, "Oh hell no!" So I said, "Went back to 6 months." So it gives us a doorway because that's expensive. And Kayla's not on here because she's in traffic. But Kayla is for our Beepers chapter in Dallas. Kayla is the media measurement moment person. So we all pay her, and we all just tap into her, and she pulls up our media impact for us. And I shouldn't have said that while this card been recorded, But anyway, we went to one account, and everybody else gets to work from it. Yeah, you didn't hear that, Rashonda. Anyway, so there are other companies out there that we wanted to approach. Ron Curtis approaching PR, Newswire, PR Wire companies too. This is an awesome opportunity to bring all these PR related people into the city. We're going to be networking and things of that nature. So thanks, Rashonda, for sharing that. And you're going to start the pitch letter, and we're all going to contribute to that. So we know you're leaving. So bye-bye. Anybody got any thoughts or questions? Any concerns about the institute? We're doing a media institute on storytelling in the age of AI and measurement. Everybody's had months and months and months to tweak these titles, and Ms. Lewis came in, Tony came in. We done tweaked them to the tweakest we can tweak. Is that a term? All right. So now we're working with the titles, and I'm going to go and see if I can't find it so we can go down and show you some things. Because what I want us to have an open dialogue about is how are we going to reach our inner circle of influencers and make sure they register. What can we sell them? So y'all can free talk about that right quick while I search for the I'm going to search for the lineup. But how do we do that, y'all?
I think definitely tapping into any Facebook groups that we're in. Definitely reaching out to local organizations that cater to media professionals. And I'm trying to think. There was another one I had, but I lost it.
Okay, that's good. I love it. That's good stuff right there. Anybody else? Calm down, one at a time. So let's share the screen right quick. Hold on.
You know, maybe there's something else to look at is like titles, like especially in like these government agencies, and I'm thinking of this because I'm in DC.
Okay,
Public information officers.
that's right. City of Dallas. That's where I came from. PIO office.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
I
storytellers.
mean,
I'm also looking at the school districts. They have nothing but communicators now. People who need
so
to tell
yeah,
stories. That's a good one.
yeah,
I'll wait for Tony to type that in the chat, but, so we keep it as a record. But let me go over this real quick. That's a good one, Michelle. I think we need to look at that. Also, government affairs. But anyway, this is our first night. This is Chocolate Secrets, and we've shown that, and y'all, I'll tap and give you all the other videos where we've talked about this already. But we have a reception at night, and then the rest of Dallas is on you because the rest of we own you for the next day. So registration open up. We're waiting if there's going to be a breakfast sponsor that we can do some things there. And hold on, someone put something in the chat. Okay, I get it. All right. No, did I not make that chat available to everybody? Hold on, let me do this. Yeah, because it just keeps coming to me. I want everybody to see it. Okay, there you go. The opening is our posse of supporters here. That would be the chair of our task force, the chapter president of the NABJ chapter at SMU, where we're going to be, and the chapter advisor, and of course, Rashonda, the media related board rep, and our founder lives here too, Norma Adams Wade. So that's about a 15-minute segment. It's just a welcome, really. Then we're going to start with the first session, which is everybody there, and it's called Elevating the Storytelling in the Age of Technology. So what we did is we tapped in some high-powered people who have stories, and we're going to have them teach us how to build and how AI is getting with us. Manny posted something in our Facebook page where Washington Post, I think, the whole issue was all AI, and people got all up in arms because they thought they lost their job. So we're going to talk about the comms case studies for comms on this first session, and everyone who attends is going to get a project, an assignment, and a certification in strategic planning. Okay. So these people are still open. So if Michelle wants to pop in there and talk about how she took a personal experience and turned it into a best-selling book, and she's traveling all over the world, you can join that panel there. So these are still open if where you want to sit in and do these things, but this is going to be on strategic successes and communications. Okay. Then another session.
Yeah, I think definitely a part of the conversation needs to be what AI can't do.
Okay,
cool. And not just what it can't do, what it will never be able to do.
I'm looking for you to put that in the chat, dear. But yeah, you're right.
That's a sweet spot right there.
Yes, a whole lot of things it can't do. And also, we need to talk. One thing that I asked the university to focus on is the lies that AI tell. There's been some case studies in AI that wasn't true. Miss Lewis did not go out with Will Smith before he married Jada Pinkett. We know that. Just kidding, y'all. So,
I probably wasn't even alive.
I know that's right. There you go. So then we asked Trent Walters, who's with this Powerful Riches Group agency, to come in and moderate that. But we're bringing in people from all over. And you see right there, Freisman Hilliard. These are still open. These people have been asked. They have not confirmed. Only one, Naomi Perez, because she's a legal mind, and she just did a fantastic piece on AI for us, and not only at NABJ, but at PRSA. We did 2 fantastic pieces there. And it's the legal set. That's the ones where she showed AI producing case studies in legal precedent. It was untrue. It was all lies. And lawyers used them in court and lost their case. And so AI ain't all it's cracked up to be. But we also want to tell you AI is here to stay. So you can't not embrace it. It's here to stay. It ain't going nowhere. And then the next session is the impact of artificial intelligence on media journalists and audiences. And there's a CEU credit for that. This is when we're going to talk to people who head publications and agencies and universities. These are people. Catrice Hardy is the first Black executive editor of a newspaper in the Southwest. Her boss is a good friend of mine. He's a CEO, and he's dealing with AI when it comes to growing the paper and growing the other stuff. Michelle, what you listen to back there? I can hear all that noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, and so then we're going to go. So that you get a certificate in that. So then the plenary luncheon, that's everybody participates. I don't know. Tony has participated in this. He can share. I don't know if you have, Jamaica, and I don't think Michelle has yet. I know Miss Lewis hasn't. But this is that conversation where everybody goes to a different dining table. We're eating lunch, and there are going to be 6 questions. You know, I'll give you a prime example. Tell me about a time when you were growing up. Did you eat and hang out with other races? And when did you first identify that there were biases against people of color? So those are questions everybody gets to answer. Tony, you experienced that a little bit, right? You can explain it.
Yeah, I was actually played
You were-
moderator.
Yeah, you're a moderator. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah, it was really good. We did it with I believe it was Politico.
Political magazine. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really everybody thought that it was really eye-opening. Some of the things that they were talking about and that came out of their mouths, they were a little bit surprised. Because, you know, you talk about the prejudices that we all have, and some of them that are blind. And it really goes to bringing out the blind prejudices. And a lot of them walked away with a new and a better understanding of you know, race relations and how it impacts their reporting, how they report the news. And they said they were going to use the information that they gained from the session to kind of modify their the news gathering, their
Right.
techniques
Right.
for news gathering.
Just as a follow-up, they did do that. Politico has brought in fellows from NABJ. These are young people in journalism as interns. And they had so many challenges they were able to modify based on the conversation of the dine. We call it Together We Dine. The dine, that because based on those conversations, they were able to change their policy and retain more of the Black students who said, I can't wait till this internship's over, I'm out. And so they were able to change the story. And here's an update. Politico has ordered 2 more sessions for next year.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be a great conversation. And the founder of Together We Dine is Pastor Richard Butler, who's the trustee of SMU. That's how we're getting us $5,000 worth of space in our AV for free because of these 2 people, Pastor Butler and the chair of the Below Institute at SMU, Michelle's all hangout, Below chair, School of Journalism. So, and then the next thing after that's over, that luncheon, and we come back and share what we've learned and come up with next steps to move forward. Now, I need all of you to think about what questions we want to ask, because I want to cover the things that has been important for me. And I can use Jamaica as an example. Being an independent practitioner and trying to work remotely and stay in the industry, we need to be able to people to look at us for our value and not our race and color or gender. And so having open doors when she says, I decided that as a mom, I want to work remotely and put more value to my family. Are we devaluing someone who's a mom, who's worked from home, who's a Black female, who's Black? There's all those things. I want questions like that, because we're going to have at this table a bunch of influencers and stakeholders, newspapers, magazines, advertising agencies, people who can either greenlight a project or hire you. Okay. So we want to help develop those questions over time. The next offering is this is certification. We're going to certify you in AI and the use of AI. And hopefully those companies we mentioned will be the sponsor here. And they're going to train you in this process. You're going to walk away with the training in artificial intelligence and machine learnings. Any things that y'all think should come out of this section? Go ahead. Share.
So Terry, is there a bakery in Dallas that's based in Dallas?
Oh yeah, several. There's a one Black owned Cake Bar. Look up Cake Bar. I'm trying to see how that relates to my questions, but it's all good.
Well, no, that's it. It doesn't relate to your question, but it relates to what the section before. I'm a little slow. I'm behind. So that together we dine.
Uh-huh.
So, this is the conversations you're talking about. It
Mhm.
seems like to me it happens when people break bread with one another.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what this is lunch.
And-
We're serving food.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just talking about this thematically. So this may be something that a sponsor in Dallas, it's a bakery, might find some alignment with
Okay.
if this is something that could speak to them. And
Okay.
what they
And
do.
Michelle, I need as
That-
much help as I can because what we're going to do is we're going to tap into my event, City Men Cook, to get all those catering
Oh,
companies.
okay.
And we're going to tap
Okay.
into the cake bar. We want everybody to donate
Okay.
this. So your help is going to be tremendously helpful. And that is so true. Not just that, but the Black-owned restaurants as well, like Pangea and JS International Grill. We want them to bring some real food up here. This ain't going to be no box lunch. I'm dead set that there ain't gonna be no sandwiches from Jake's Deli. So we want Black folks to come up here and show up and show out, and we want it sponsored. So I'm trying to get look at this is something that I want. Tony's working with me on the B cards, the electronic business cards. This is who I want them to sponsor it, and pay these Black catering companies come in there and bring us some soul food up in here. You know what I'm saying? Bring that stuff up in there and a 2-piece of the biscuit. I'm just kidding. So back here, you get this. This is a special training. Now, some of you experienced the training that Liberty did with her Canva social media AI exercise back in the day, and it's on video. So if y'all go to my links that I gave you, you can go back and see what she presented to us. So she's the backup for this. But we want to focus. I'm hoping we're going to get Muckrack, but we're going to focus on those companies. And then the afternoon session is the business of storytelling from media startups to longstanding enterprises. So we're bringing in all of these business owners. Everybody knows Warnona, and my president of my company, Ken Carter, 40-year-old company who has done some of the greatest work I've ever seen. Kayla Tucker's our Pat Tobin Award winner, Rashonda Hall, Jerry Goodwin. So we can throw some other people in there as well. Okay, this is inclusive. All this is, we can change all this up until the 25th of December. So before it goes out there. All right, now closing session is we're going to sit down with each other and students, and we're going to look at our stuff. We're going to tell you that your LinkedIn page looks like crap. We're going to tell you that your analytics are not good, and don't do another story with bare feet on rocks anymore, but your resume and all that. So, and then we're going to do it for the benefit of the 2 student chapters as well. And as we do that, there's a closing, and then we're going to go party at the reception when Deja Board is going to bring in. As you can see, I've reached out to a lot of SMU alumni. This is an actress who's also a communicator, and she's with, you see where she's with there. Augustus Carroll's book is called Black Hollywood, and it talks about, if you can go to his YouTube channel, you'll see every session of the pages in his book. The book will be for sale. Stephen Williams is a celebrity author and photographer, Source Magazine. Just to age him, he was with Right On Magazine too. Okay, Michelle, only you and I know about that. And he's with Essence. Essence Film on Tour, because I work with him with Essence. And also he is if all of you who've been to NABJ conferences, when we had those movie showcases, the company he worked for is the reason for those junkets, those movie debuts that we sent in on. But his biggest accomplishment is that he has a chronicle history of hip hop and entertainment arts. Pictures of Janet Jackson with Michael, pictures of people that go all the way back, and he's going to showcase this at the Deja Board Gallery, which is one of the largest Black-owned galleries in the company. And Deja's going to be sponsoring it with her sponsors, and we're going to be done. And with those who stay over, most of you met Antoinette Titus, CEO of In the Spirit Entertainment, award-winning faith-based marketing company. And we're going to be at that church, the oldest church in Dallas, built by enslaved Americans. And that's it. That's basically what this is all about, what we're trying to do. Our goal now is to identify our sponsors and get them out of the way, because we don't have 75% of our sponsorship or registration by, I think, January 6th. It's canceled. So any questions, thoughts, comments? I am so excited about this because it's in my home city and I know we're going to party like it's 1999. Because that's how I do it.
Terry, has there been a determination? I know you talked about swag. What's the level?
Well, I asked Pam to
How
reach
much
out and do
what's
the
the minimum
swag
donation?
request. I asked Pam to do our swag request. We're media related members, so all our companies got stuff. I wish I could turn my camera around and show you all the stuff I got. I got stuff from Carter Blood Care, from media companies.
No, my question is, if you donate, what's the minimum that you donate to get swag?
Oh,
Can we establish that?
That's a good one. That's for us to discover now. We need to have that done at least by December 8th. But
Yeah.
I think what Ms. Lewis and Michelle, what can we ask people to donate? I think our sections would be like what it says on the donate button, 25, 50, 100. But I think the swag has to have enough value to make people want to donate. I think the t-shirt works for me. So we get people to donate $150 or $100. They should get a t-shirt. And that t-shirt is going to come out of that $100 donation. So it doesn't cost us as an organization to get the money. Y'all thoughts? Go ahead.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
That
And,
sounds good. You can't treat.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't treat someone who gives $100 the same as someone who gives 15 or 20.
Well, 15 to 20 people, what about a pen? What about a nice little pen? The kind that works on your phone, got that little dot on it,
Stylus.
Because
pen,
we get those.
Stylus.
Yeah, got
Stylus
those
pen.
stylists. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Pen for anybody under $100 is t-shirt.
Is there I didn't think I saw it in the base camp, but is there like a sponsorship deck that's in the documents?
Is it in there yet, Tony?
I thought that.
If not, I'll put it in there today.
I thought you had posted it.
No, it's a link that we downloaded from. So because I don't want to post too many files because this is a free base camp. They're going to charge you if it goes over. But
Well,
I'll put it in there.
It was a Google Doc, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. So I'll put it in there. Okay, so we talking about pens for 25 and 50, t-shirt for 100, and both for 150. And that'll be better. Y'all remember when we went into the pandemic and I created the virtual happy hour? Those t-shirts I got out said social, what was it called? Social distancing does not mean social disengagement. I spent $1,200 on those t-shirts, and then I had to ship them to all of y'all. That was not sponsored by NABJ. I just shipped them to everybody who. Tony, I remember you wearing your t-shirt on the call, Tony. That was a great t-shirt. That was just a good example of good marketing. All right, pat myself on the back. All right. And so if we do a t-shirt, pen, 25 and 50, and then we do they get both. 25.50 is a pen, $100 a t-shirt, 150 is both. There's some way we can do that. We still have to develop those campaign messages because we want people to donate for this Media Institute. We want people to donate for, I think it'll be the Media Institute, the suite, because our suites are famous in Chicago. We know what we do. Suite, and then the reception. And the other thing I think it would be scholarships. So if someone who lost their job still wants to come to convention, we'll be able to pay their registration and hotel. So we need to come up with some compelling messages for that. Anybody got anything else? We're not going to take a lot of time. It's Thanksgiving. I'm waiting for Miss Lewis to invite us to her house.
Oh, trust me, I don't think our house is going to be very somber this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Maybe
me,
next year.
y'all, all of y'all walked through my stories with my mother's breast cancer coming back, and then we're told she has cervical cancer and my little cancer scare. So it's been emotional. Sure. Yeah, I remember on the last call, I was in so much pain I could barely talk. I said, "Oh, I didn't know that was going to hurt." They didn't tell you that biopsies are painful. That stuff hurts. And so I know we don't want to talk too much on, but I think it's great that if we have a donation drive to go towards scholarships, that we can at least make a gift to the students at SMU, and then the Media Institute itself, and then our suite and our reception. We're known for our suite. Our suite is where the presidential people come to. They close down their suite and come to ours. And I'm still going to tap into all those chefs to come in and serve. Like in San Diego, we had Chef Dupree, and in the other cities we had Chef Jeff, because I got all these cooks. So they come in and do the serving. We just had to sneak the food in. Nobody's listening to that. It's not being recorded. But anyway, yeah, sneak the food in through the hotel. So we had to pay that bill. And but swag is important for us, and we got a lot of media-related people. And Rashanda's going to send this out to the. I don't have control, although I've had 22 conventions, so I got 3,900 people in my email list. But we want to talk about developing the graphic post itself. So when we put that pitch letter up, we also want to talk about how it looks. And I think I did share with all of you some of the media-related graphics that we did. One for speakers, one for suite. So I will put that in the base camp as well. And I'll put the link to the prospectus so you guys can do that. Before we put out this perspective, let's develop this pitch letter, and we'll put one in there. So any other questions, closing comments, etc., etc., etc.? We did good. It's 5:30. Hey. Well, what I want to tell y'all is I'm equally grateful to each of you for just stepping in and taking over. The LinkedIn challenge is going to be off the chain. Thanks, Michelle, for having a TED Talk that I can show off how the LinkedIn challenge works. Because the feedback and the tracking, we went to 1,152 impressions in an hour, and then 16 people reshared it and 15 reposts. It was what we're trying to do to get ourselves that push that we're a formidable force to be reckoned with. And Miss Lewis, you just came in like wildfire. So she called me and asked me a question. I put it to work, and she kicked butt. She just called. She said, "You remember me in Vegas?" I said, "Sure, I did." I lied. I didn't. I said, did we talk?"
See, and I remember because I did the pitch competition.
And you won. Did you
And
win
I
the pitch?
won, yeah, I won second place, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she texted me on my other phone. So I said, "Who is this?" And then she told me who you were. And then I went back and looked at the pictures, Ms. Lewis. I saw you. I said, "You did win the pitch." But she came in and started editing the lineup. You see, I changed the workshop because of you. So thank you. So we need to be engaged, and we also need to do our influence. It's time for it to influence us. So by next week, Friday was the deadline for me to send all the stuff I just showed y'all. So now they're going to come back and say it's a go. And it's that time we start putting everything out there and getting people to join up. If we could get 65 people to register, we want 50, but we want 100. But 50 is the go goal, 65 is the success goal, 100 is the kick butt goal. All right. Any questions before we close? All right. So I want you guys to go out and have the best, what is it? Indian stealing, killing folk day ever. Hey, I'm a Native American. I know what that is. So just enjoy your holidays, but let's keep the base camp going. Remember, you don't have to sign into it to hit a reply, and we all get it. So if anything pops in your head, any ideas, we want to also tap into our network. One of our hosts is Tia Mitchell from Atlanta Constitutional Journal, but she's a CNN consultant, and she's going to be talking about it on CNN. So we want to make sure we tap into our network so everybody talks about it. Michelle, that the gallery reception, you're also there too. That's the book signing. So everybody has a book. Trent has a book called The Way It Posed to Be, and Black Hollywood is Carell's book, and your book is Leaving Large. Before we go, tell these wonderful people about your book. 3 minutes. Go ahead. You're muted. Yeah, anybody heard you. Unmute yourself.
That's better. That's better.
There you go.
Hey, everybody. The name of my book is Leaving Large: The Stories of a Food Addict. And in it, I chronicle my 40-year struggle with processed food addiction and obesity. From the time I was, from 1978 to 2018, I gained and lost over 700 pounds. And I was in a situation where I'd lose 30 pounds, gain 40, lose 40, gain 50. And when COVID hit, something different happened. And my book starts there and traces, the associations that I made with food, and not just the associations that I make with food, that so many of us make with food, that is causing us to lose some freedom in our life that we don't even realize that we're losing. And it's all around our appetite and not really being really conscious about what real food is, what real health looks like, and being confused about that and getting clarity around it. So that's what it is. And I'm just, excited. I'm excited to share the story and excited that it's helping people. That I went through what I went through in order to be able to write these stories and share these stories and offer some hope and healing for other people that are also in the struggle.
Tell them about your media background.
My media background actually started here in the Dallas area. I'm a graduate of UTA. My first job in this business was as a researcher for Charlie Rose, of all people, when he was at KXAS in Fort Worth trying to be the new Phil Donahue. So I left there and I worked for KDFW in sales for a number of years. And once I left KDFW, I went to DC and spent the next 30 years or so in radio. And I bounced around between urban radio, worked for Radio One before it was even Radio One, and Kathy Hughes was still on the air and doing her show out of the trailer on H Street. And
Kathy wrote the forward to your book too, right? She wrote the forward to
yeah, she
Kathy,
did. She wrote the forward to my book. She sure did. I did that, then spent a couple years in Atlanta selling country music, of all things. And I grew up in the South, I grew up in Texas, I grew up in the country. So that felt all right to me. And if I'm going to sell country music and get paid for it, then Atlanta is definitely the place to do it. So I did that for a few years, but DC, my new home, called me back. It called me back in 2000. And I've been there for the past 24 years. Went back to Radio One, then jumped out on my own. I worked for a PR agency in African American healthcare for a couple of years after I left there. And now I'm just writing and speaking and doing workshops around giving folks the information that they need to take back their health and take back. And once you take back your health, you can take back control of your life. Yep. As soon as you can control something as small as what you put in your mouth every day and do that with consciousness and do that with awareness, then things can shift in your life and shift in your life dramatically.
Right. And Michelle is a dear friend. I've known her since I was 2 years old when she was 20. and she was one of our happy hour guest speakers. So wonderful job, just a fantastic job. So you guys know that everything we do is relative to other, and just the networking alone, working in the public broadcasting entity. And also, what was the black college you were at? I forgot.
Morgan
State.
Yeah.
And
Morgan
so
State.
that's the part where that's why the reception and the second session after lunch, though that table session, that's going to be most important because we're going to make the connection, and it's going to be cross-generational. And that's how we have to do it, because we are still in a combatant society where it's okay to walk into a mall and kill people, and white supremacy is real. So this is why this conference is more important to get you guys down here in Dallas and network. So guys, thank you for being on the call. And I did put our link there, and we'll do all the things we're going to do, and let's get this done. NABJ has the template. We're done. We're waiting for them to say, yeah. I told them we need fast as possible because we need to approach all these companies and we need to get it done, and we need to approach all these companies. So let's do it. If you got anybody, Ron is also approaching black PR companies for the small sponsorship amount of $1,000, and that's enough for them to be in the room. So if you know of these people, do that as well. And Ms. Lewis, you need to work on that pitch. You're going to talk about becoming president of your chapter and launching your own brand. So you be ready. Okay. All right. So we're going to use everybody in this conference, but this is a way for us to take ourselves to the next level. Okay. You guys have a good night. God bless everyone. Let's pray for all of us. Get past these
Happy Thanksgiving.
cancer stories. Have happy holidays.
Thank you.
Happy engine killing day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Tony.